exciting episode of Unplug brought to you by every NG. It's Monday, fresh day, fresh start. I particularly love Mondays because it just gives me this fresh feeling, like I feel like I can conquer the world with Mondays. My name is Judith, and thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Unplug. As usual, I have interesting updates for you, and I also have a very big story of the day. Now, let me give you a hint on what we're going to be talking about. Our big story for today. It's about, school children and kidnap, and this is not something that we are hearing for the first time in Nigeria, but let's discuss that later. Let's move on to the entertainment stories. First. Now, Laycon is in the news, and of course, he's always in the news. He's a superstar, he's a reality TV star, winner, and all whatnot. But this time around, he's warning his fans. Yes, he's telling people to stay in your lane, not stay in your lane as in abandon him, but this happened when somebody made a tweet trying to compare Laycon and Vector. Now, both of them are really amazing rappers in the industry, and of course, Laycon just came into the limelight, so it's not unusual to see people try to do stuff like that. But Laycon cancelled it before it even started. He said, "Please don't do this. This is like my big brother in the industry. I'm a rapper, he's a rapper. We're both doing well. There's no need to compare." Now, this was really respectful because I know sometimes it just lead to one rap battle. It just lead to one rap beef or something. But Laycon just squashed it before it turned into anything. Now, Mercy is also in the news as season 4 winner and first female winner of the BBNaija reality show, and this time she's in the news because she is the first Big Brother Naija housemate that is verified on Snapchat. You heard me right. She's verified on Snapchat. She's the only actually BBNaija housemate for now that is verified on Snapchat, and this didn't come easy for her because she actually tagged them to do it. Let me tell you what she did. She actually made a picture, made a post. She's like, "Look at Snapchat, I've been posting. I have average on a daily basis, on a postly basis, I have like 500,000 views on my post. I have 1 million followers. Why am I not verified? If you don't verify me, I'm leaving your platform." And I'm sure Snapchat was like, "Oh my god, all right, we have to get something done quickly," and they verified her as soon as she made that. So this just goes to say that closed mouths don't get fed, right? So yeah, she got her verification. Congratulations to her on that one. But again, it's raining awards left, right, and center for the BBNaija housemates. So let me start with Kiddwaya. Kiddwaya won an award as the best season 5 housemate, kicking Erica, Dorothy, a couple of people just kicking them left, right, like, "I'm the best." Yes, so people actually voted Kiddwaya as their best season 5 BBNaija housemate. But he's not the only one getting awards. Also, over the weekend, we had Tacha, Mercy, Prince, and Erica win the All Varieties Award for different categories as well. Mercy got the Brand Influencer of the Year. Tacha had 2, which is one for her brand, fashion brand, and then another as a social media influencer of the year. Now, Prince got fashion icon as usual. Prince has been slaying the looks, and Erica got most chosen housemate of the year. So yes, congratulations to all 4 of them on that one. Now let's move on to Tochi Okechukwu, who is also a BBNaija season 5 housemate. But this one is not winning any award though, he's actually being dragged. So this lady, identified as Joy, came on Twitter and gave a story of how she was treated by Tochi. According to her, she said that she attended the party and she just saw Tochi there, like she saw someone who she assumed to be a celeb there. He was just seated, nobody was taking pictures. So she decided, you know what, let me help this guy's celeb career, and she went to take pictures with him. Tochi agreed to take the pictures, don't get her wrong, like he agreed to take the pictures, but he said on one condition, and the condition was she doesn't touch him. She was like, "What? I beg, let me fashion this one and go to somebody that I actually like." Wow. Anyway, she tweeted this and she tagged Tochi, like she wanted him to see that, "Look, I'm saying this about you." And Tochi responded, she's like, "Oh my god, don't take it so personally. I just wanted the both of us to be safe," which is, the right thing to do, given the times that we're in. But, he also invited her for a personal photo shoot, and I'm wondering, when is it going to happen, Tochi? Are you pulling her legs? Sorry for that break in transmission, but I'm back with more gist, and this time around I'm talking about Aisha Yusufu, who has championed so many campaigns. She did that for the Bring Back Our Girls campaign, and she was also at the forefront of the NSAS campaign. But this time we're not talking about campaigns, we're talking about her wedding anniversary. She celebrated 24 years of marriage with her husband. She's always tweeting about him, how supportive he is, how lovely he is, and I mean, we wish them the very best, thanking God for coming so far, and also wishing them, you know, more years ahead, long life, prosperity, and everything good. Now let's move on to something else unsavory that happened on Twitter, and this is about, you know, the sex for grades scandal. Now remember that last week there was a back and forth between Kikimodi, who has won several awards, who is the face of that documentary, and her fellow journalist Rona Meyer. Now Rona called Kiki out, saying that she was receiving all the accolades for everything, you know, the awards, the grants, and she wasn't really giving credits to whom credit was due. And in the process of going back and forth, a third journalist was dragged into the picture, and her name is Oge Obi. Now apparently she is the one who did the back work, who did like the groundwork and the backbreaking work for the Sex for Grades documentary. And according to what people have been saying, according to reports, she decided that, you know what, I did this job at that time, I did the job, but I want to be anonymous. So she decided to take up the name Kemi Alabi. And then it decided to add up, you know, because Kiki was always giving credits to a certain Kemi Alabi, who was the main person in the Sex for Grades documentary. Now coming forward days ago, Oge said, yes, I'm Kemi Alabi, I decided to go anonymous, but then again, there's still something that all parties are not saying in regards to the awards, the accolades, the grants, and all whatnot. However, you know, after Oge came out to say, yes, I'm the one that did this, yes, I'm not happy with Kiki, people started dragging her, you know, you're just the bad belly, you don't want her to succeed, you decided to go anonymous. Why are you coming back to say, oh, you want to be known now? Fine. Well, after this, Oge now decided to just go back into her shell. She kept mute for a bit. Next thing, she's coming up to the internet with a video. She was crying. She was saying that she's sorry for what she's about to do. A couple people did not understand what was going on yet, until she started tweeting about chemicals and ending it all. And then, luckily, Good Samaritans went to her place before any damage was done, because apparently she took bottles of chemicals, you know, trying to end her life over the whole situation. We hope she's in good hands. We hope that she's safe. But this just takes us to the lesson that we're supposed to learn from this. Cyberbullying is not tolerated. Even if you feel like, you know, this person is not right, or you don't agree with what they're saying, I think you should try to be as civil as possible. Now let's move on to our story of the day. And like I said, this is not good news. It's not happy news. I'm talking about the Katsina kidnaps. Now, over the weekend, we heard that hundreds of schoolboys were kidnapped from their school in Katsina, in Kankara, Katsina. And this is not the first time we're hearing something like this. Remember that we had the Chibok girls in 2014, and we've still not gotten all the girls back. And now hundreds of schoolboys are being kidnapped by Boko Haram. How long are we going to continue like this? And the thing is, numbers are varying. Now, the government said, oh, no students was kidnapped, but parents were protesting. And then news were carrying 270, 333, and I mean 668. We can't even ascertain the number of school children that are missing. This is something that we need to work on. It's not every time we have cases like this that we talk on security. Security is very, very salient for a country, and a country like Nigeria, that's seeing that we're going through terrorism regularly. I mean, this is something that we need to really discuss as a country. Now let's move on from that. We also have news on COVID-19, and that is Nigeria is currently undergoing its second wave of the COVID-19 virus. So please try to keep safe, try to, you know, sanitize, distance yourself from people as much as possible, you know, avoid gatherings, especially, I know we're celebrating, but we need to be safe, we need to be alive to celebrate, right? So please try to keep safe. Now let's move on to some sports news. I have good news for Nigerian sports people, especially the female footballers, because Ashishat Oshaola is making us proud. Yes, she's a Nigerian female footballer who scored a hat-trick for her team against Valencia. Now, she is signed to Barcelona's female football club, and the girl is just making us proud, to be honest. I mean, she's doing some groundbreaking work. She's making footballers all over the world proud, especially in Nigeria. So kudos to you, Ashisha. Thank you so much for that. And we still have gist on, you know, Anthony Joshua and Pulev, their fights during the weekend. You know, it started off with the face of like, yeah, I'm going to beat you, yeah, I'm going to, you see, as you can see, but it ended in what? Tears for Pulev, because Anthony dragged him, beat him black, blue, bars, booze, everything in that boxing ring. So yes, Anthony Joshua actually won that fight. And guess what? I know you know already, but he's Nigerian, so our brother made us proud. Now we have some sad news in sports as well, and this is concerning the death of another South African football player. His name is Mosjet Madisha. He died in an auto crash. Our thoughts and our prayers are with his family and loved ones, as well as his team, because he played for Bafana Bafana as well. Our thoughts are with all his loved ones. So yes, that's all I have for you on this episode of Unplug. It's always so much fun giving you these updates. I don't want to go, but I have to go. Keep it the date with me tomorrow as well. My name is Judith, and this is brought to you by Every NG. Bye.